From a pint-sized pooch that could fit in a baseball glove to a city slicker miniature pig.
It's been a guy magnet.
Come on, Finn.
And the world's tiniest stallion.
No pooping inside. Thank you for that poo.
Meet some of the world's most amazing and unusual smallest pets. Big eyes.
I think when people first see them, they're appalled, or that's so ugly, it looks like an alien.
Wrinkled skin with next to no hair.
That's my baby. And why would you call my baby an alien?
And some of the stubbiest little legs you've ever seen.
I may think it of your baby, but I don't actually tell you. I've seen some ugly babies out there.
This is a rare breed of cat called a Bambino, Italian for baby.
Oh, we're gonna start a little fight.
And these two are Monica Forsaghi's little darlings.
Some people think I'm a little crazy. Who loves Archie? Hey, let's put her in her bathing suit.
One of the words would probably be obsessed.
They're my naked kids. And I don't have to dress them. They just run around my house naked. And I love it.
Bambino cats are, I think, faces mothers can love. It's definitely an acquired taste, I think, for a lot of people.
It's time to clean your eyes.
Contrary to the name, the Bambino cat is this very unique animal of a mix between a near-hairless Sphinx cat and the Munchkin dwarf cat, creating this very small, almost bulldog-looking animal.
I first learned about Bambinos watching a documentary on TV and totally fell in love with them. And within a week or so, we picked up Archibald for the first time. I think I teared up, actually, because he was just so gorgeous. And about a month later, we went and picked up Tatiana. Tatiana.
With the Bambino cat, there really is nothing better than an indoor lifestyle because they need to be kept warm.
That's not a problem for these two felines. They live in a lap of luxury.
This is the cat's custom room that we keep climate controlled because they run around our house naked. This is our Amish fireplace that actually puts out actual heat. And the windows are UV protected so they do not get sunburned. We have an electric blanket here that I put on at night, stays on for about 3 hours and automatically shuts off. Basically, the room probably stays at around 78 to 80 degrees, so it's pretty nice and toasty in here. Toddy, do you need to go to the bathroom?
She's cut holes in her entertainment system upstairs, a little hidden litter box. That was pretty extreme.
They walk through, come to the litter box, do their business. I even installed a little light down there so that they could see at night. Then when they leave, they can walk all their litter off before coming out into the hallway.
But it doesn't stop here. While baths are a regular cat's nightmare, these bald babies need them all the time.
They need to be bathed often because they don't have the fur. So because of that, you're gonna have to actually bathe that animal for it.
We bathe them once a week, and they get very, very dirty under their necks and under their arms. Their ears need to be cleaned out, their eyes need to be cleaned out. And that's kind of a daily thing. So they're very, very high maintenance as compared to a normal cat. And we have a clean baby.
Sparkly clean and fresh, these two are now ready to explore their hood. Well, sort of.
All right, it's time for your stroll, Archie. Oh, I know y'all'd like to be outside, but there's too many bad things that can happen to y'all.
Monica is not gonna risk letting these two get away.
Are y'all ready? Well, I take them in the stroller because it's a lot safer for them to be in the stroller than roaming around free where they could get hit by a car or get diseases from other cats in the neighborhood and from being overexposed, getting, heat damage to their skin. I get stopped quite a bit.
They usually ask what they are, and I usually say they're a cat.
People think they're just chihuahuas.
And then they ask what they eat, and they usually say cat food.
Tachi and Archie may seem high maintenance compared to their larger furry cousins, but Monica wouldn't have it any other way.
Come on. I talk to people all day long. By nighttime, I just want a little loving with someone who's not gonna sit there and chat and talk. I'm just an animal person. I prefer animals to people. They don't talk back, they always love. They're my joy. You know, my kids are grown, so these are my new little babies, and hopefully I'll spend the next 20-something years with them. That's my hope.
Some small animals are seen as pests, not pets.
Unfortunately, rats are seen as a dirty animal around the world. However, in a household setting, they can be quite an affectionate pet. Very intelligent, and they really enjoy the cuddle factor.
So rats really like food. If you have food stuck in your beard, that's where they're going. Rats picking food out of someone's teeth, it might look kind of strange, and it's certainly not my kind of toothbrush, but it doesn't surprise me. They'll go wherever the food is. Rats figure things out really well. They're generally adapted in the wild. Their talents are to find things and eat and avoid being captured.
These sly little scavengers are so savvy, they'll squeeze through holes the size of a quarter and even gnaw through lead pipes and cinder blocks.
They're intelligent, they're clean, they're smart, they're social. I think they're really great pets.
We're going to wake up my baby.
Every morning, Rachel Wagner comes to her Bellingham, Washington barn to take care of her horses.
Einstein.
But there's one in particular that wins her heart.
Good morning. Hi, baby.
Meet Einstein, the world's smallest stallion. He's slightly shorter than your average toddler and 10 times smaller than your average horse.
Get your PJs off. I got his PJs from a special seamstress. I put PJs on him because it gets cold here at night and I just want to make sure that he's nice and warm and snug. I think he likes them. Whee! He has all the features and the personality of a normal horse. Yes, just trapped inside a little tiny body. Here we go. Wow.
How did this prancy horse end up so petite?
Einstein belongs to a very unique breed of horse, the miniature horse, and they've been bred for almost 400 years so that the dwarf trait becomes dominant.
His mom was about 32 inches tall and his dad was about 29 inches tall. He weighed 6 pounds when he was born.
That's as heavy as a newborn. Today, at 20 inches, Einstein is all grown up.
Come on, buddy. Come on in here. You wanna run? Wanna run? Come on.
But this little spark plug has still got the size and energy of a toddler.
An average mini is gonna be about 200 pounds and probably about 32 inches tall. He's what we call a mini horse. Oh. Come on.
In fact, Einstein is so mini, he's one of the few horses that can ride in the car.
We wanted a fun car to drive around Einstein with, so we picked a car that was designed for dogs.
And basically what it is, it's just an empty shell with rubber matting, and then we have a ramp so he can get in and out of the car. All right, partner, let's go for a ride. Watch your nose.
Sometimes when we're driving around, he likes to come up and just kind of like snuggle. He loves driving in the car.
Come on, buddy.
Good boy. All right, you ready to go shopping?
People will respond a little differently sometimes when you're walking down the street with a horse.
Yeah.
What's that?
Is your dog friendly? He's
Oh,
friendly
good.
too. He loves meeting dogs. So people will be walking their dogs and the dogs will come up and they'll meet just like it was two dogs meeting. Do you like apples?
She loves apples.
Oh my.
She's saying, what is this animal? I've never seen this in my life.
After you.
What Einstein can't show for in size, he makes up for in fame.
Einstein has a little book out. Rachel and I took a lot of photographs of Einstein since the day he was born. We're here to pick up some books for Einstein. And we compiled them and put them in a little book. And lo and behold, it became #2 on the New York Times bestsellers list for children's books. Yeah, what do you think? You approve?
You sign some?
Yeah, you want to sign some? Okay. We just enjoy now doing book signings and going places with Einstein.
He loves riding in the elevator.
It's a magic box, you know. The door's open, he's in another world. He doesn't quite understand that, but he likes it.
Einstein takes his life as a local celeb in stride.
Oh, it's lovely meeting you. I like good manners. Thank you very much.
Everywhere we go.
Einstein?
Einstein. People just love to see him.
But even a well-trained horse like Einstein's gotta go when he's gotta go.
Glad he's not mine.
Einstein, the world's smallest stallion, draws crowds wherever he goes. But even a mini celeb like this guy can have accidents.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
We're working on his potty training. He's not there yet. I think horses struggle with holding poop. You know, dogs can hold poop a long, long time. Horses may not be able to hold it that long, so if you can't get him outside fast enough, he will have accidents inside. No pooping inside.
Your typical horse, they're gonna poop about 10 to 12 times per day. It's about 50 pounds of poop. Great thing about little Einstein, you're talking about a lot less than that average horse.
Come here, buddy. We gotta wipe your little paws off here.
Back home, Einstein gets the run of the place along with the other family pets.
Come on, Einstein. Sometimes he has a hard time on our wood floors. You wanna have some soda? Did you steal all of Sarah's carrots?
And finally, it's time to relax.
Oh, you want to come up here, do you? You want to come up? Here, I'll scoot over. You can come up over here.
Come on, baby.
Scoot over, Lily.
Nothing beats a little cuddling time on the couch to make Rachel and Charlie realize how lucky they are.
Einstein gives me so much love. I mean, if you could believe that a horse can actually give you love, this little guy can do it.
I was never able to have children, but I feel like this might be what mothers feel like when they see their newborn babies. To me, he's the perfect horse.
These tiny balls of fur are not just crazy cute. They're also big-time champions. They're Netherland dwarf rabbits, and they're about the size of a wooden clog.
There's 47 different breeds of rabbits in the world today, the smallest of which is the Netherland dwarf rabbit. Tiny little thing, coming in at about a pound to 3.5 pounds.
And today, judges will decide how they measure up against the competition in a bunny best of show in Lancashire, England. The judges give every part of the rabbits' bodies the once-over, including their shapes, sizes, and furs. And small details, like their ears being rounded at the tips and at least 2 inches long, matter. Contender John Fletcher owns 200 of them. Today, John's mini pets are striking a pose in hopes of hopping away with an award.
John's chinchilla dwarf rabbit is a 26-time national champion. Hard to beat that.
We showed against one another down at the National Dwarf Stock Show at Gloucester a few weeks ago. I went best in show in one show, he went best in show in another show.
This is the big challenge between Trevor and me.
33's first, 36 second.
Well played, John. Hold on, lad.
Once again, John's rabbit wins by more than a hair.
You ready to get groomed, Lou? We are going to a very special outing tonight. She is going to get a grooming, which she badly needs. Are you ready? Lucy! Lucy! Come on! Oh, she's going to do everything she can to get out of the grooming. It's not that bad. Come on.
This is Lucy of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. She weighs less than a small chicken, but has a mighty reputation.
You ready?
She currently holds the record for world's smallest working dog.
She's ready for a grooming. Lucy's a certified pet therapy dog. Lucy will go into hospitals, post-surgery situations, nursing homes, schools, and she'll also work one-on-one with kids who really need some extra help.
These petite pooches are known for their small stature.
Yorkshire Terriers are pretty small little dogs, getting only about 6 to 7 inches tall and weighing about 7 pounds.
But little Lucy weighs less than half that.
She's really the smallest kind of Yorkie you could ever see.
We'll just give you a call when she's all done.
Not thrilled.
And her unique size makes her a hit at frequent public appearances. But like most dogs, Lucy's not into all the fussing and primping.
Lucy, it's okay. Hi, Lucy. Are you ready to get a bath? I know, Luce. It's okay. Now we have to wet her head a little bit, so she's really not going to like this. Lucy's special. She has a great personality. She gets along with everyone.
She's a rescue, and I got her at 11 months, and she was very timid, and she became very feisty very quickly.
Lucy has a little pedestal in our tub, which makes it easier for us to wash her so we don't have to bend all the way into the tub, and we can kind of be eye level with her. Here we go, little girl.
Lucy's grooming regimen is essential, especially with an important appearance coming up.
It's a good girl. This is hard. She don't like the bows. She's gonna take off in a minute, you know?
Ooh, when's the beauty show?
You ready for Lucy?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, I'll go get her for you.
Thank you. Oh, I have to try this on her. Oh. Lucy, Lucy, you ready to leave? Huh? Oh, look at you. Look at you, you're beautiful. You ready for some training? I wanted her to be a therapy dog, so I knew she had to pass a rigid test. Okay. So I was able to have her pass all of them, and then I thought, well, why not tricks too? Good girl. Twirl and down, and turtle walk. Very good. Lucy, go ahead and drive the car. Good girl, drive the car. You'd think her brain would be the size of a pea, but she's really smart, and she catches on real quickly.
Yorkies can be easy to train, but sometimes it's hard to get them to focus. So if you can get past that kind of hyperactivity and their stubbornness, then you got yourself a chance.
She likes to use her nose. Over and over. Good girl.
But no rest for the wicked. Now it's showtime for this little lady. When it's time to shine,
Lay down. Up, down.
this tiny diva may be a no-show. Lucy the Yorkshire Terrier is the world's smallest working dog, and maintaining her impressive title comes with a jam-packed schedule.
Come on, come up. Come on. Okay, one more, babe, one more. We're getting ready to go to our therapy visit. Lucy has a booster seat, and we belt her in. It's the law in New Jersey. I take Lucy wherever she's needed. My whole day is structured around who can I help with Lucy.
This is Sally, and this is Diane.
Hi,
and
guys.
this is Lucy and Cooper.
Lucy!
Today's stop, Gilda's Club, a cancer support center in Linwood, New Jersey.
She's just small and cuddly and furry, and she fits right in your hand.
How long has she been a therapy dog?
She's been a therapy dog for 2 years.
And little Lucy is so cute, like small as a teacup.
Want to rock the baby? Rock the baby. Good girl. Yeah, she was The goal in any situation that I bring Lucy into is to make that person or that group of people happier when we walk out than when we walked in. It means a lot to me to bring Lucy into these places.
And Lucy loves it too. If you think having a cat, dog, hamster, or parakeet is too run-of-the-mill, meet Jane Brown. She went way outside the box when choosing a pet.
I always wanted to get a little donkey for a pet. And then I heard of one and I went out and looked at him and I thought he'd be nothing but trouble. Next thing I know, I buy him.
The miniature donkey is about 3 feet tall, but they're very stocky, thick animals, coming in at about 250 to 300 pounds.
Compare that to a typical donkey, which stands about 4 feet tall and tips the scales at over 500 pounds. Now Jane's got over 100 of these guys, and each one's got a name.
This one here is the oldest one in the herd. Her name is Rose. I bottle fed this little thing and we named her Thumbelina. This is Juliana. Hey guys, come on. Tea. I don't think they have a mean bone in their body. They got big funny ears.
And donkeys live up to their reputation.
True to all the rumors, donkeys are probably the most stubborn animal in the animal kingdom. I've seen people try to move these things with vehicles. I've seen them getting pushed. If you want to move a donkey, good luck.
But a simple snack makes the whole herd come running.
They act like they're starving. Do they look like they're starving? You can sit out here and they'll all come and drape all over you. They're fun to be around. They're just nice.
Chic pocketbook dogs may be all the rage.
You're doing really good, pal. Come on, Finn.
But for one trendy San Francisco gal, her accessory of choice is a pig.
Now we have a little bit more of a trot. Thank you. Well, his full name is Huckleberry Finn. I most often call him H. Finn. A lot of times people call them a teacup pig.
Come on.
Courtney Love Gavin has been a pig parent for 3 years.
It's okay. Like most 2 or 3-year-olds, you know, they throw a fit because it gets them attention. I'm not hurting him. He loves being held. I mean, he's one of the most affectionate animals.
Are you ready for some food, Finn? Show me your good Sid. Sid? Good boy.
H-Finn's not your typical city slicker. But for Courtney, he's the perfect cosmopolitan pal.
Obviously, I live in a smaller space, but it's cozy, and H-Finn and I make it work just fine.
A little pig like H. Finn could actually make a pretty decent pet in the city. They're very clean, they can be very well behaved, and if trained properly, can be just like a house cat.
Go potty. I got him when he was 6 weeks old, and he was already litter box trained. I use a cat litter box. I actually had to, saw down a little nook so that he's able to get in.
Finn sleeps in his little house, which is converted like dog bed. He has a little heating pad and his blankets.
Hey, bud. Come here.
Come on. Hustle. So we have a really busy day ahead of us. We're gonna start the day off with going to the park.
Hi, baby.
And then we're gonna go down to the farmer's market. Come on, H-Fin, let's go. Good boy. And then we're gonna finish the day with a picnic. I decided to get a pig as a pet because I grew up with, larger dogs. I didn't really consider myself a little dog person. I had read that pigs were super smart and friendly and fun. When I first laid eyes on him, my first reaction was that he was teeny tiny. He was the size of a cell phone. I was just in shock and awe.
When they're born, miniature pigs are only 8 to 10 inches long and weigh just about a pound.
He loves to munch on grass and see what he can find. It's one of those things where you can take the pig out of the farm, but you can't take the farm out of the pig. Let's get you out of the mud. Come on.
People think pigs are dirty because they like to hang out in the mud, but pigs can't sweat. So what they'll do is they'll roll around in the mud to keep themselves nice and cool, and it also puts a protective layer on their skin, keeping them from getting sunburn.
To prepare for today's picnic, this little piggy is off to the market.
Are you ready, handsome?
But he can't always rely on his hooves to get around town.
We're gonna be going to the ferry building today. It's hard to get cabs when I have Finn with me just because some cab drivers don't like to have animals in them, and then when they see that it is a pig, they get a little bit freaked out. Thanks, have a great day. Today we're down at the San Francisco Ferry Building where we're gonna go to the farmer's market so I can get some food for myself and I can also get some snacks for Finn. Oh look, kale. You love kale, Finn. They'll eat whatever you put in front of them, so it's just a matter of feeding them a healthy diet. Ooh, look, oranges.
Courtney doesn't seek the limelight herself, but she's happy to have Finn ham it up in the public eye.
Is that as big as it gets?
Yeah, he's been a guy magnet.
Is he sleeping like a dog bed?
Yeah, he has like a little house that he sleeps in. Guys find him interesting. It's cooler than me having a little dog.
But when the paparazzi starts closing in, this little squealer makes it clear he's had enough. Huckleberry Finn is a miniature pig that's taking the streets of San Francisco by storm.
Hi, baby.
Everywhere he and his owner Courtney Love Gavin go, they turn heads.
Come on, Finn. Yeah, you can take a picture. I'm so sorry. It's okay.
Yeah, he's already smiling.
Number one drawback is that everywhere I go, I have to accept that people are going to be excited. Yeah, you can put your hand out and he'll sniff it. I can't carry out my normal day-to-day activities like I did if I had a yellow lab instead of a mini black pig. They just better get out of the way, huh, Finn?
You know, having a pig in an urban setting is a very controversial subject. A lot of people believe they belong on the farm and not in a house in the middle of a city.
Come on, buddy.
Having a pig as a pet can be kind of a challenge. They get bored very easily.
Yummy, huh?
If the pig is treated right, the owner is very responsible, and there are no restrictions in the city, they can make very lovable household pets. So it all comes back to the owner taking the proper care of that animal.
Hi, Huckleberry. Hey, Jules. Thanks for joining us on our picnic.
He shrieks really loud.
Yes, he's like a toddler in that way. Hey, he can't bite you. He's really given me a sense of love. If I'm having a hard day, I can just spend some time with him and my mind's at ease. Good boy. He just puts everything in perspective. Come on, Finn, let's go home.
Chihuahuas are known to be small, but there's one so tiny it's almost the size of a matchbox. Meet Boo Boo, the world's smallest living dog.
Pretty good. Yes, you are.
She only stands about 4 inches tall. Regular dog water dish for Boo Boo is a swimming pool, so she has to drink out of a teaspoon.
She doesn't like dog food, so I fix her ground turkey and I put carrots and peas in it. You know, that's her breakfast. She likes to lay in her bed and sleep after she eats, and then she likes to get up and play with her toys.
This bite-sized pooch has held her title since May 2007, when she was officially measured alongside Giant George, the world's tallest dog.
You have complete polar opposites of the canine world right here in New York.
George just kind of looked at her, you know, at first, and then he kind of ignored her, and I think that upset her. I knew I had the smallest one. You know, in the whole world, that means something.
Hey, sweetheart. I know, you haven't had a bath in a long time, though.
It's bath time at Jennifer Plombon's Washington State home.
Okay, Pip.
But someone isn't happy about it.
I know you hate it. Time for the feetsies, I know. Sometimes you have to give them a little foot bath, sometimes a little bit more. And you dry them off, which they also probably don't like all that much.
No, this squeaky clean creature isn't your typical house pet. It's a hedgehog, a tiny African hedgehog, named Pip.
The average hedgehog, the hedgehog most people are familiar with, is the European hedgehog. African hedgehogs are about the size of a coffee cup. I got my first hedgehog in, I think, 1996. I was looking for something small and not very allergenic that would fit in our home, and somehow I discovered hedgehogs. Pip came to me from the largest exotic animal rescue ever performed actually in the world. About 3 years ago, 27,000 exotic animals were rescued from a warehouse in Texas. 800 of them were hedgehogs, and 6 of them came home with me, and Pip was one of those 6. I know, sweetheart. Oh, honey, I know.
To keep them happy and healthy, Jennifer has gone all out to create a hedgehog heaven. The critters have completely taken over her living room, save for one tiny corner where she can labor at her sewing machine.
If you're a little African hedgehog like Pip, this is where you want to live. This room has a heated floor, plenty of room for great big cages. Everybody has a wheel, everybody has places to hide. Pip has a friend, Ziggy, who has her own very large cage on the heated floor, and it's just heaven for both of them.
Pygmy hedgehogs are from the savanna areas of Africa, so they're used to pretty warm temperatures. They typically like it in the higher range, above 65 degrees Fahrenheit. So a heated floor for a hedgehog is like a luxury hotel.
Oh, what you doing?
But having a pet hedgehog isn't all fun and games.
So one of the toughest things you have to do if you have a pet hedgehog is clip their nails. So we are going to try Ziggy, who doesn't like it, and see how far we get. Hey, Ziggity-doo-dah, how are you? I know you hate it. I'm stealing your toes. They have very tiny teeth, but very sharp teeth. So what you have to do is kind of let them open up a little and be ready to grab the first available foot. There we go. And get your little scissors in there and clip as much as you can. I am worried that she's going to bite me because I've been bitten very badly by hedgehogs getting their toenails clipped. And because hedgehogs catch live insects for prey, when they bite, they don't let go. They just hang on and squirm around, and it's kind of painful for everybody concerned, isn't it, huh? Oh, are you going potty? I smell that smell. Oh, look at that. That is lovely. Thank you for that, Pooh. What a lovely gift.
That is quite a load.
Hedgehogs poop a lot. They produce enormous volumes. I mean, my hedgehog Pip will do something as big as my pinky, and he's only this big. That was hard on you.
The hedgehog upkeep doesn't end at their toes or their poop. A major part of Jennifer's daily routine involves preparing their gourmet meals.
Because they're my very best little friends, they get their eggs cooked in real butter. The other things that I feed them are cooked chicken. I'm a vegetarian, so I don't actually eat chicken or salmon or any of the meats that I give them. This would be enough for dinner for 2 hedgehogs for easily a week.
Dinner is topped off with a dessert that wiggles.
Ooh, don't touch that.
But this ain't no ordinary bowl of Jell-O. Jennifer Plumbaum will do anything to keep her pygmy hedgehogs happy, even if it means serving them a dessert that would make most people lose their lunch.
This is canned mealworms. If this sort of thing bothers you, you probably should not have hedgehogs because they do need to eat insects.
Hedgehogs are insectivores, meaning they eat primarily bugs, and it's really important to mimic that diet in captivity.
Dinner is served.
All right, Pip, it's time for dinner. Because I want Pip to have a hunting African experience, I'm going to put dishes all over so he has to run and find them. So, eggs there, peas here, and the one thing Pip will probably come out for right away is his mealworms. This is my workstation where I do sewing for animals. I make little hidey hats.
In the wild, hedgehogs like to hide in burrows. Here, Pip and Ziggy have to improvise. Jennifer's hats seem to work just fine.
They run up to it, flip it up with their nose, run underneath, and let the hat fall on top of them. I'll see you in the morning. Be a good boy.
They may seem like an acquired taste, but these little guys have won Jennifer over in a big way.
On the face of it, they don't seem like very sweet, cuddly pets. I love them so much. I can't tell you. I can't say why I love them so much. I'm just enthralled by their little selves, I guess.
A bizarre-looking fish is making waves in the pet world. And this one has blue blood, multiple hearts, and changes color in the blink of an eye. The dwarf cuttlefish.
These little ones here are about 2 to 4 inches long, whereas some of the bigger ones could be anywhere from 6 to 10 inches long.
They're actually related to squid and octopi. They're small, but they've got really good eyesight. Their eyes are amazing.
And these creatures' feeding behavior is cool, too. 2 tentacles snatch the prey and bring it back into their miniature beaks. Here's another fun fact. Before their food gets digested, it passes through the center of their brain.
Who would have guessed a creature would have their esophagus running through their brain? Who knew? A cuttlefish?
Look out, world. These fish could be the next favorite pet.
Want to play some ball? Come on. Go get the ball. Go get it.
On the outskirts of Orange County, California, Sean Barry and Shannon Walters live a quiet life with their 3 dogs. Well, actually 2 dogs and another creature that thinks he's a dog. Introducing Francisco, the pygmy goat with a major identity crisis.
Francisco thinks he's a dog. He runs around with them, and that's all he knows. He doesn't really know goat.
Oh, here we go. Looks like they're getting involved now.
Your typical pygmy goat like Francisco, he's gonna weigh somewhere in the vicinity of 65 pounds, maybe be about 2 feet tall.
And he's kind of like a big rugby ball, is how I explain. He's a rugby ball with a head and some legs.
Sean and Shannon brought little Francisco home a year ago as a playmate for their dogs.
We went to the fair, and all the kids had them, and Sean decided because we live on a dirt road and we're kind of back in the only rural part of Orange County that we should have a goat.
Come on. Buddy, go. What are you doing?
But with no other goats like him to run around with, a dog's life is all Francisco knows.
Goats are much like sheep. They follow their leader in the flock. So if there's a human, they follow the human. If there's a dog, they follow the dog.
Francisco loves dog food.
He'll eat all day long, and he'll poop all day long.
Good boy, Francisco. Come on, buddy.
Well, goats have been programmed to eat pretty much whatever's available. So they'll eat dog food, they'll eat your lawn grass, they'll eat the weeds. They're pretty adaptable.
When I come out here, I always make sure to pet him and give him the same attention I give the dogs. Come here.
But this little dog wannabe is determined to be king of the castle. And he's gonna show his owners who's boss.
Whoa, cowboy.
Francisco.
Francisco is a pygmy goat that thinks he's a dog. And like most family dogs, he wants to hang out in the house.
Come here. Come on. It's bath time. I don't like a dirty goat, so I wash him regularly, just like the dogs. Most people don't give their goats baths like I do, but I bathe him in the bathtub and make him smell good. He doesn't mind the water as long as it's warm. Definitely is not his favorite thing to do. There you go. I love Francisco a lot. He's probably the best pet I've ever had, and I've had a lot. This is the part he doesn't like. It's the back legs. He's definitely the oddest animal I've had. Let's go out. I am getting Francisco's outfits. We're gonna dress him up. Francisco has an elf outfit, a service outfit, and he can be a pirate as well. Can you get your outfit on?
He doesn't put up too much of a fight, and he just kind of goes with the flow. Well, we think he enjoys it.
This is the one he's worn most often. I think that's why he doesn't mind having a hat on him. Santa Francisco. He is house trained.
Now he is.
No. He's learned that if he goes in the house, he goes outside. So if he wants to be around us, then he can't go in the house. Oh, gross.
Stinky goat burps.
You're so gross.
Whoa, dude, you could at least say, excuse me.
One of the coolest things about goats is that they're called ruminants, meaning they have a 4-chambered stomach. When they eat things like grass and hay, they chew it up and they swallow it. And what happens is their stomach starts to digest it, but here's the part that gets crazy. They have to throw it back up in their mouth and re-chew it. It's called chewing cud.
That's right, folks. He eats his own barf.
He'll just be sitting here and all of a sudden he'll burp and just start chewing, and it's kind of gross, but that's how he feeds himself. It's a lot better than the dog smell, so it's okay. Francisco.
When Francisco starts acting out, Shannon and Sean know just what buttons to push to keep him in line.
Francisco doesn't like the Roomba. When he's misbehaving, we chase him with the Roomba. He will run outside.
Now, just like any dog, Francisco loves playtime. Shannon and Sean are taking him to a farm, where he'll get to kid around with some goat buddies.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Sounds fun, right?
Well, let's put Cisco in the stanchion.
Wrong. Instead of getting to play, Francisco's getting his hooves clipped from local breeders Jim and Debbie Hosley.
Here we are.
Talk about a raw deal.
And with the goat on their feet, when they get too long, they can't walk straight. He's a good goat. You can tell that they pay a lot of attention to him, and he's actually like one of their pets.
Let's go. You want to go for a walk?
To make up for duping him, Shannon and Sean are taking Francisco to the park.
Come on. Come on, Francisco. Let's go for a walk.
We should have dressed up in costume. I don't think you have to walk a goat, but I think he enjoys it, and it's, you know, can't be bad for him. Is that a goat? Yeah, this is our goat.
Yeah.
Everybody looks at him when we're walking him, and you know, people like to come up to him and ask us questions about him.
Is it a girl or a boy?
That's a boy, Francisco.
Francisco.
Yeah.
Francisco, that's fun to say. You don't give kisses?
Whether Francisco figures out his true identity someday remains to be seen.
Hi, baby.
But for now, he's pretty content just being himself.
I love him more than the dogs. He's definitely my baby. He's definitely my favorite animal.